No one ever enters marriage thinking about divorce, especially those wedded in the Catholic faith. But sometimes, despite all efforts, separation and divorce do occur, and the impact can be devastating, especially if there are children involved. Those married in the Catholic Church are often uncertain about how they can continue to practice their faith. The process of divorce, annulment, and beginning to rebuild one's life can be overwhelming. To meet the needs of parishioners, the Diocese of Orange Department of Pastoral Care for families in all stages is hosting its first conference on the subject of divorce.
When we look at serving our adult population of the Catholic Church, when we prepare people for marriage, it's nothing that we want to enter into helping them walk this journey of divorce. It's very painful. But also, we've been seeing a lot of aspects of the church saying, well, what's our pastoral care to those who are wounded, to those whose marriages may not be working, who have found that they've had to divorce? The church is called to walk hand in hand with individuals. We're missionary disciples. We're called to be sent to the field hospital, as Pope Francis calls it. And we have many divorced Catholics who don't know how to come back into church life, who feel like they've been excommunicated, which is not the case. For many years, there's been some false ideologies, false theological terms being presented out there, stating that if you're divorced, then you're not part of the church anymore. And that's not the truth. A divorced Catholic who's not remarried is not excommunicated from the church. They're very much part of the church community. And they are able to participate in the sacraments. So if the church can be that agent of Christ's mercy, especially as we enter the year of mercy, to really focus on how we are reaching out to our divorced Catholic brothers and sisters. That's our role. That's what we're called to be, is mercy. We're very blessed. We've recently expanded the divorce outreach in our diocese. We actually have 3 divorce support groups taking place, and more to come. And Kelly Kloss, who leads the Divorce Transitional Center down in San Juan Capistrano, has been a big part in helping this expand.
The church realizes it's the biggest reason people are leaving the church, divorce and remarriage and the annulment process. We in Orange County have statistically been set with a 72% divorce rate, much higher than across the United States at around 50-55. California itself is at 60, and Orange County just is a staggering 72%. So we really have an issue here where we need to address it and reach out and help. The goal of the conference is twofold. One is to have them realize that you are not excommunicated in any way from the church. It's a way to hold your family together, however that looks like now. You still co-parent. You still have to be involved with that person that you're having a divorce with. So how do we work through that and keep the family in this most harmonious as possible? And to look towards the church for some of that comfort and some of that information. We'll be addressing coping skills with your ex. We'll be addressing the children, whether they're adolescents or whether they're adults, because unfortunately everyone is affected by divorce. And I've had grandparents come, and how do I handle my now divorced in-laws and be able to stay in contact? So this is an epidemic that affects just about everyone in some form and fashion. We've also been credited with saving some marriages because they've come through our groups and realized, and now they've got extra coping skills to address and what marriage really does mean and what having faith really does involve. So it's not necessarily a lost cause, but it is definitely something that we want to reach out and connect people. If for no other reason that you're there, that you're not alone, that there is a Catholic community that welcomes you and that there's there for you when you need help.